All right. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another exciting episode of A Date with Death. In the last episode, we had some things going on. Somebody hacked into Casper's little chat thing that he made for us and started targeting me. So we ran away, and now I'm dreaming of fire. So that's quite scary. Let's see what happens. I'm nervous. But it's not scary, okay? Just kidding, I am no longer scared. No, I'm still a little... What's going on? It's warm. Comfortable. It burns things away, yes, but it also makes something new. You sit beside the fire, watching the old ways burn, okay? Next to you is Casper. You watch the fire reflect in his eyes. It feels right. He is change. You are change. So much will change when the two of you work together. You wake to the feeling of heat under you. Okay, is it the fire? Which is honestly not always the best feeling. You remember a time in a past apartment you were renting where the place under yours went up in flames. Yikes. Somehow you didn't even get burned, of course. Your eyes flutter open and you see someone's chest. Oh, it's Azrael, don't worry about it. Casper's chest. Right. You're sleeping half on top of him. I didn't know you were back. Holy shit. Hi. Why in the nine hells are you yelling as soon as you open your eyes? Why not? Do you always do that? Awaken, then just yell? Yeah, I love yelling. Honestly, I usually just roll over and say good morning to socks. But we should make it a thing. I think we should not make it a thing. I would much prefer you to not make me near jump out of my skin each and every morning. You still look like you have skin to me. What would you prefer then? Anything else? Okay, let's have a redo. You put your head back down and close your eyes, pretending to sleep. Things did happen, but good morning, my favorite Grim Reaper in the whole world. I was dreaming about you. You were in it, to be fair. If I told you about my dreams, though, we'd have to put up the age rating. How was it? Perhaps the yelling was fine. Thank you. No, it's now my goal to wake up and fluster you every single day. That goal may only extend as far as today if we do not work out a solution to our problems. You know, I'm pretty lucky. Maybe if I rub you a lot, you'll get some of it. Hey! Watch where you're rubbing. Though frankly, I could use the luck. Uh-huh. How did you go, anyway? With whatever you were doing. I would love to tell you I not only solved all of our problems, but all of the world's problems too. Alright, let's go. But that would be a lie. It's complicated. You know, a long time ago, when I first became a Reaper, I had a friend, okay? No. You? Very funny. I'm just kidding. I'm glad to hear you had a friend. Well, thank you. Anyway, he had a crush on Immortal. Oh, is it my upstairs neighbor? It wasn't a big thing, he just didn't want to run away with her or anything. He wanted to speak to her, spend time with her, just once. He was terminated. Just for that? Yes. My organization takes our rules very seriously. The fact that I've gotten away with breaking so many rules is unheard of. But why did you decide to break all those rules anyway? Because I'm a silly fool who fell in love with Immortal. To be fair, you created the chat before that, right? Right? You broke the rules from the start. I know. I had a tough time when I first awakened as a Reaper. All of these rules, the coldness of taking souls, it did not feel right to me. But I became numb over time. I got used to it. Taking souls became methodical, as it was supposed to be. I suppose my heart became ice, and you were the one who began to make it thaw. Just put it in the microwave. Press the thaw button. I'm happy I could help you get back to who you really are. Perhaps you and I complete each other in ways neither of us truly understand. I suppose I don't mind not understanding if I can spend the rest of whatever time we have together. It does sound nice. Casper, you know that person who contacted me yesterday? The hacker? Yeah, them. They want me to meet up with them. What? Let me show you. You stand, then show the letter to Casper. His frown becomes deeper and deeper as he reads the letter. I hope you understand that there's no way I would let you go to this alone. I really want to say I'm pretty sneaky. I bet I could have done it alone. But also, I would have kind of wanted him just like a little further back, you know? Oh, I'm totally here alone. Don't mind that. 50 feet away. I'm gonna say I wanted you to come. I just wish I knew who it was. And there's no mention of where this meeting will take place. There was also this key card. The library? Though it's called a library, it's not public-facing. There would be countless secrets and thousands of years of records about our kind there. It would have to be someone with enough clearance to be allowed in there. We should go. Together. This is obviously a trap. So was I. I know. Even if it is a trap, it could be our chance to get out of this. Fine. But we'll need to disguise you, okay? I thought you said something about Reapers looking like ordinary people? Anyone walking beside me will draw attention, let alone a mortal who matches the description of my target. Valid. Okay, here. He throws you a black hooded cloak. It smells like him, too. Like home. Okay. You quickly put it on. There. With a hood, no one should be able to see your face easily. Don't you miss my captivating face? He reaches out and tilts your chin slightly, so the light hits your features. Every moment I do not see it, I miss it. Alright, wrap it up. Let's get out of here and skedaddle to the library. It's truly a problem. You get on my nerves immensely. Thank you. Tee-hee, you like me, I guess. Fortunately or unfortunately. Come on, if we get there before your mysterious Reaper, then perhaps we can take a look around. And Sunshine? Yeah? I do not know if you and I were destined to meet, or if everything is just one big coincidence, but no matter what, in this lifetime or the next, I'm dead not to have, I would always choose you. Through any hardship, no matter the trouble I would get myself into. You would always be my choice. Thanks. You're cheesy. Sure. Get out of here. You keep your head down as the two of you head out into the busy streets of the underworld. Ooh. You're surprised at how human it feels, even if it is bigger than any city you've ever seen. Casper reaches out his hand and takes yours and his. I feel like that's questionable for Reaper, but go for it. It's warm. Despite being morning time, there's no sun in the sky. Above you is just blackness, without a single star. The atmosphere is cold, but the spot where you're touching Casper is anything but. It feels like your lifeline in this strange world. Quickly, the two of you find yourself outside the library. From the outside, the library is a large and imposing building, with wide steps and tall columns. There's also not a single person around. The closer you get to this building, the more the crowds begin to thin out. The two of you walk up the stairs, and you scan your keycard, then try the door. It comes open. Ooh. Okay. Damn. Let's go. The library is immense. Like Casper said, calling it a library is an understatement. From the outside, the building was imposing, and the inside is no different. A high ceiling looms above you, and the hall stretches forward. Bookcases tower high against each and every wall, and the books all look old, thick, and heavy from a distance. You could spend a lifetime in here and it still wouldn't be enough time. It's huge. Damn it, I really wanted to say that's what she said. But I also want to say I think I'm in love. For once in my life, Casper, I'm not gonna do the obvious joke. With the books. I love books. Oh. And with you too, I guess. And condemned to second place. Casper's eyes scan the room, overwhelmed. With just the two of us, I don't see how we'll be able to get through even a quarter of all this. We can make a competition out of it. You really cannot get enough of your little bets, can you? You like them too. Fine. And what does the winner get? One wish from the other person. A wish? Yeah. Could be anything. Give me an example. These are the same thing. Those are the same thing. I don't know it. I'd make you wear an apron and give me breakfast in bed for a whole week. You assume you'll win. The two of you split up. Casper goes to the right side wall while you go to the left. The amount of work is immense. It's hard to not feel overwhelmed, but you continue on. Not all the books here are in languages you can understand. In fact, most aren't. Still, you do your best, flipping through the pages, looking for anything that might help. There's a lot of boring books and journals here, accounts of past reapers and how they handled their jobs, as well as notes on expenditure and the management of the underworld. Anything yet? No, nothing that could help us, but why are you so tall? There are many secrets in these halls. Enough to bring down my entire organization and more, I'm sure. You continue searching, pulling books from shelves, scanning the spines, the pages, the covers. And you notice something strange behind the book you just pulled out. Oh? A tiny gap in the otherwise solid walls. You frown, then pull a few more books from their places. Reaching into the gap, you push aside a hidden panel, and a section of the wall slides away. You see a book. I see many books, but okay, let's reach for it. You flip it over in your hands. It looks incredibly old and fragile, but the cover is blank. In fact, it looks more like a journal than a book. Flicking through the delicate pages, it's all handwritten. Okay, let's go. You open the book to the first page and read the words. Humans spread like wildfire around the realm. Struggles have turned to impossibility, and there are no longer enough of us to deal with them. I have been tasked with finding a solution. The answer, I believe, lies in the problem. Humans. Their souls. But what if, instead of allowing souls to move on, we took those souls and used them to create beings that could serve us? Reapers, created from human souls. We would have to erase their memories, of course, but it would be a simple matter. They could collect souls and send them to the afterlife, and the burden on us would lessen. They would be, for all intents and purposes, immortal, never able to age or die. They would simply exist. But this is all theory for now. More testing is required. You frown, then flip a few more pages in. Testing has gone poorly. Most subjects perish in the early stages of the experiments. Perhaps a special kind of soul is required. More testing is required. Another few pages in, you're already reaching the end of the journal. I hypothesized that souls exist on a spectrum of density. The strongest souls, those bathed in more of this mortal light that we still do not understand, are more likely to survive the transformation process. Okay. We found a few stronger souls, but we believe that out there, souls of pure light may exist. Those souls would be the ideal candidates with their density, but we have never encountered such a soul. They may not exist. For now, testing continues. You flick through the final few pages, then stop. Success. Our latest test subject seems to have surprised the process? Oh my god. Gasp. Our latest test subject seems to have survived the process. Their memories are shaky and perhaps require a stronger method of erasing, but we can deal with that. It seems our efforts have paid off, and we have created a Reaper. I believe the future will be brighter. Soon we will have an army of unfeeling, unthinking servants to help us. The cycle of rebirth will no longer be a burden on us, nor the humans. Well, I win, but this doesn't seem like the time for celebrating. What is it? Here, read it. That was a lot of emotions, buddy. It's true. You were human. I was human. You died and were meant to go to the afterlife, but instead, they brought you here. They never asked you if that was okay. I was human. Okay, we can move on after that. Like, I had a life I can't even remember. Family? People who cared for me? Are you doing all right? I suppose this changes little. I'm still a Reaper. A Reaper who is human. I feel I should be more upset than I am. I lost so much. But if it did not happen, then I never would have met you. You're the most infuriating, annoying, bothersome mortal I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Thank you. Gross, get back out. Leave the library. As I said, I would always choose you. No matter what my past held, that is still true. Casper. This is just so unfair. A whole past that you'll never remember. This is something people should decide for themselves, not be forced into. I have to do something about this. You hear the sound of a door opening, then closing. You and Casper spin around at the same time and you see someone walking towards the two of you. Hey. 5012? I've seen this character on social media before. Dear 2.5 Studios, please, give me a chance. Make him have his own game. Please, I am begging you. I will bark if you want me to. Hello, Casper. And lest I be called impolite, hello to you as well, Sunshine. Thank you for taking my invitation seriously. Though I do remember asking you to come alone. We're a package deal, bitch. Well, it's no matter. Really, you've just made my job that much easier. How so? You were the one who hacked my app? Hacked is a little much, 8394. Your little chatting application was pretty much open to anyone. Damn. What, the two of you are friends? I trained under him for a time. Skirting around the truth, I see. Your little Reaper here was taken under my wing as a disciplinary action many years ago. How much of our conversation did you read? I never really thought about it until just now, but like, how much of my unhinged texts did you read? Whoops. I thought you learned your lesson, 8394. We do not suffer traitors lightly. You were in trouble before? It was a long time ago. And it has nothing to do with this. I want to know. You struggled as a newborn Reaper, like a fawn who couldn't quite find its feet. You always were too soft for this, Casper. Too attached to humans. Why do you think that is? A fault in his creation, likely. Ironic, considering how you were all created. What are you talking about now? You can try to stall for all the time you like, but it won't change a thing. The both of you will pay for your crimes. I will not let you touch my mortal. You have no say in the matter. Call me too soft all you like. I know that I could beat you in a fight if I need to. I'll just be back here with my books, thank you. Can you do it without your precious mortal getting stuck in the middle, though? Yeah, I'll be in the back with the books. 5012, listen to me. We were human once. So, this is how far gone you are. Pitiful, 8394. Why am I saying all of these numbers? Please have names. I trained you myself for a time. I expected greatness from you. He's not making it up. I have proof. Look, we found it here. We were humans. It's true. We were taken and made like this against our wills. You know, I came to love this job. You obviously thrive in it. This is simply preposterous. You waste my time trying desperately to stall me for no reason whatsoever. Humans are humans. Reapers are reapers. Just read the book already. What are you, illiterate? Fine, but once I'm done, I will do what I came here to do, sure. Your soul, Sunshine, will be forfeit, and 8394 will be sent for termination. This... How do I know this is not fake? We found it here. You know we can't lie, it's real. You want me to believe that I was once human? You were. But how could you honestly think this is fair? Do you believe that no one deserves to choose this for themselves? More complicated than you make it out to be, even if we were once humans. Without us, society would collapse. There must always be Grim Reapers. Are you and the rest of the Reapers not a part of that society? Do you not deserve to get a say in it? Then what do you suggest? I don't know. I don't know. Casper? You know, I consider myself more of a follower than a leader. But I do not think I could sit back and just forget about this. We have to do something. Why not just run away from this all? Man, just like 5 seconds ago, you were gonna murder me. And now you're like, oh, why not just run away? You know what? I read a book. I'm learned now. Let's just run. You two wanted a future together. You could easily drop the truth about us and then leave in the ensuing chaos. I've always wanted to help lead a revolt or something, don't worry. There will be time for that later. If you'll help us. Help you what exactly? Help me spread this around. We can find more people who agree that this is wrong. And then what? What the hell are we doing? Fix the whole forced into being a Grim Reaper thing. I've always been a perfect Reaper. I'm so proud of you. Pat. Can we focus, please? Oh god, it's Casper 2.0. And now I should throw it all away just because we were once human? They lied to you, 5012. While you followed every rule perfectly, they lied to you. Doesn't a perfect Reaper deserve better than that? Well, I doubt I have much choice now. You two alone are a mess. You'll get nothing done without someone competent by your side. You think you're more competent than me? I do not think it. I know it. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Since I am the competent one, I will begin by finding us somewhere to work out of. A secret hideout? Right. As I said, only a competent one and whatnot. I'll collect you both soon. What are we doing? Yeah, run away, asshole. It must be like looking in a mirror to you. Are you sure this is what you want? Don't pay attention to me, just are you sure? Which thing? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Do I? Ah, playing stupid, are we? I'm pretty good at it, huh? Yes, I'm sure. I want to help. And maybe this will lead to an official way of getting us off their systems. That's what I was thinking too. If doing this helps people, that's great. But if it helps you, then it's truly worth doing. Freak. You and me, Casper. Underground mob bosses. Underground mob bosses. Yes, underground mob bosses. Such an idiot. And I mean that in the kindest, most endearing way possible. Let's do this, Casper. Yeah, let's do this. What the hell? Ending 9. That's it. Wow. And then I get credits. Can you just, like, imagine? Oh, let's just check out and see what this meeting is. And then we find a book. And we find out that all of the Reapers used to be humans. And then we started a revolution. What? Sure, let's go for it. I feel like we should have thought that through a little bit more. We should have been like, what do we do with that information? And not just, let's revolt. That one was such a weird ending, I feel like. Bud and Bud. I'm like reading some of these. Yeah, what an interesting ending to this game. And that was ending 9. I think there are 4 or 5 different endings. I know at least one of them is bad. I think that one was rather good. In the grand scheme of things, that felt kind of neutral. So I'm happy, at the very least, that I did not get the bad ending. I'm just rambling, hoping that these credits end eventually. See if there's anything else that happens at the end. Asriel with a smiley face. See if anything else happens at the end of these credits, or if I just get sent back to put your pants on the main menu. So we're just talking here. I didn't actually read. I'm assuming that these are people who are in the Not the Kickstarter. What am I thinking of? The Patreon? They could be Kickstarter too. I think that this game had a Kickstarter. Yeah, interesting. But I love being an absolute little gremlin in this. I love just seeing what I get to say, what crazy thing I get to say next. And I think that's a reason why a lot of people really like A Date with Death and why it's kind of the most popular visual novel from 2.5 Studios, is because they really just went off with the options that you could say, calling him baby girl and all of those different things, all the flirtatious things. I also think that their marketing was really good for it because they actually focused on it. Whereas, like, for example, Dreambound came out. The original A Date with Death came out, and then Dreambound came out, and then this DLC for A Date with Death came out. And I saw maybe 2 posts about Dreambound. Like, they're really focused on A Date with Death and on Casper. And for good reason, because it is their most popular, but also simultaneously Kit Farmer. I could be, I guess. Or maybe you're farming for kits. Interesting. Anyway, these really go, huh? We are looking at a lot of names here. Yeesh. I think I've ran out of things to say. I think we're just here. I'm trying to come up with other topics, and I'm just like, I wasn't expecting the spitball for this long. Damn. How are you guys today? I love going back to that conversation every single time that I have a little break. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing okay. Stan Lucian from Mr. Love Queen's Choice. Okay, let's go. I don't know who that man is, but go for it. I think Queen's Choice is something that's rather popular. I haven't really looked into it. I had a good day today, I'd say. I went to the movies. Saw Love Hurts. It's pretty good. Started playing this, which it's always a good day when I'm playing A Date with Death. We're really going, huh? My goodness, so many names. It's Autumn O'Clock. You're so right. I just love seeing everybody's names. Obviously, these aren't like the birth names. Usernames. I'm about to give up, honestly. Oh my goodness, let's go. Okay, I can't live like this any longer. There is a skip button, it's behind me. Okay. Over the past few months, you've come to call this realm your home. Oh, okay, I moved in. In a place that should be devoid of light, you've found something warm, something comfortable. It's been hard work, of course, always being in hiding, recruiting people to your cause. But the whole time, you've been by Casper's side. Sure, you also have to listen to Casper arguing with 5012, who still hasn't picked a name. Yet somehow, things feel alright. And now you stand on what feels like the edge of the world, looking down at the city lights below. It's beautiful. Or perhaps it's just him that's beautiful. You're not sure. Either way, you look over the world you've come to call home, and you know you're close. Close to being able to change things here. And then the 2 of you will go back to your home, or maybe you'll decide to stay here, after all. Who knows? That's the funny thing about the future. No one really knows what will happen. You can guess, or hope, or pray, but no one can really know. There is something you do know, though. That no matter what, you will be by Casper's side. Is that you, Sunshine? Perhaps? Where else would I be? You got real close real fast. Hey, man. That's perfect, because that's exactly where I like you to be. Thanks. Come on. We have a world to change. Just a normal Tuesday afternoon with my boyfriend. Yeah, let's change the world. Like I said, I really wasn't expecting this to be, just taking over, starting a revolution. I understand, because like, oh, we're being hunted down, right? What's the other thing that we could do? But it's so strange. I also have questions, because the book said that humans with like a heavy soul, or a soul that's just filled with light, can become Grim Reapers, right? And then throughout the entire game, it's been that my soul is filled with light, right? And like, that's the whole reason why I can't die. Or at the very least, the whole reason why Casper is having such a hard time trying to kill me is because like I'm just too good. So I wonder if that has something to do with it. I do know that there is a DLC option for like the original game, where one of the endings is you could become a Grim Reaper as well. But I didn't really look into it because I wasn't all that interested. I was like, that's fine, but I don't want to be a Grim Reaper. I just want to riz him. So interesting lore-wise, but I feel like that wasn't my favorite ending in the world. I'll have to look and see what the other endings are, and see what other people got, but I was kind of like, okay, well, that's over and done with, I guess. But with, you know, us finishing the game, actually getting an ending, I'm gonna have to end this video here. That's all that we have for this. Definitely an interesting DLC, but that's going to be all for A Date with Death, yet again for the second time. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed our little trials here throughout this DLC. Hope you enjoyed me being a gremlin as I played through this game. I, like I said, really like being able to choose all the different stupid options. And I will see you in the future for another game on my channel.